to this program, I was kind of like one of those lonely kids that would just sit at home and do homework, and I didn't really know how to interact with people. But then after I went to BFA, I made a lot of friends and I made a lot of good connections.
I'm James, and I'm the Director of Youth and Community Leadership with the Vietnamese Friendship Association. I think it's very moving for the parents and for the elders to see that young people really do care about their culture and care about their heritage. And I think for the youth, many of them do have an interest and passion to become more involved. But one of the challenges has been a lack of opportunities for these youth to serve their community. What has surprised me the most is the amount of work that needs to be done within our community. There is that perception of the model minority that all Asians or Chinese or Vietnamese are exceptional at math or engineering, and that we're all very well off. But from our work, we've really learned that that's not the case. For example, in Seattle public schools, over 70% of the students qualify for free and reduced lunch. A third live with a single parent. So, that data tells us that the reality does not always align with the perception, and there is a lot of work that needs to be done. And I think what makes this work rewarding is that we work directly with the community members, with the parents, with the youth, in a partnership to try to identify some of these needs and establish creative solutions to address these problems.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm junior at Garfield High School. At first it was really hard for me because I have to carry a dictionary around whenever people talk to me. If I don't understand or I don't get anything, just I ask them and spell it out for me, and I'm gonna translate it. Yes, that's how I learned. I was really nervous at first, kind of surprised though, because I don't even think that somebody gonna interview me and I'm gonna get on the internet.
Okay, alright, thank you so much.
My name is Dawn Nguyen. I recently graduated from the UW. A lot of the times with people who don't have English as their first language, they often get overlooked as kind of like maybe too difficult to deal with. Teachers don't want to put in that extra effort to work with them and be more patient. So with the after school thing, when it's 2:30 to 6, they're welcome to drop by and we actually give them extra help with their homework. And because we are also members of the people of color community, we also understand what they're going through. So there's a lot more understanding and openness to people who are, not fluent with English. So I really think that's an important aspect in terms of for like Asian American families, enrolling them in multicultural schools so that they understand that they can be celebrated too. Because I look back on my education or my childhood in terms of school, and there wasn't anything like that. And so when I was able to experience that in that little preschool classroom, it really had an effect on me, and I could see that these kids were growing up and they felt like they were normal instead of being the outsider or the other.